Taps mic. Hello? Hi. Can you guys hear me well? And can you hear Otis playing well enough? Ooh. Ignore that. That's fine. Well, it's been 5 years. Wow. Maybe more. Maybe 6 if you count. Oh, well, I mean, okay. So we had 2020, we had 2021, 2022, 2023, and then in 2024, well, you know, we had the MCA marathon, which was very fun, but it wasn't a convention. And now we have this year. Yay! Yippee! So that makes 5 whole DaysCons that we got to spend together. That's awesome. I mean, I know there are some of that. Some of y'all got here for the... Yeah, 2025 is your first DaysCon. And I hope, even if it was the only DaysCon you were, like, a part of, that it was something you enjoyed very much. And even if it was only one DaysCon that you got to experience, it's one that you can look back on and be like, that was nice. I'm glad I was there. Let me think. DaysCon was something that came around in, I think, like, May 2020. 2020, I mean, 2020 was a pretty interesting year for everyone, I imagine. But for me, early 2020 was like a really big shift. Not just because of, you know, the pandemic, though that did play a big part, but also, like, I was going through some very big changes myself. All at once, I quit my job, I dropped out of school, I ended a relationship, I moved back in with my parents, we moved to a different city. I was like, wow, I had to start from fresh. I felt very alone because I was away from all of my friends. And I think that's why I really leaned into the idea of having a virtual convention, especially for something that I cared about so much, like Kagapro. The idea that I would still be able to, like, celebrate something so precious and fun to me with everyone, no matter where we were, was, like, really, really appealing. Because I remember feeling very alone then, and being able to be, like, part of such a vibrant, active, warm community, despite the fact that I felt so physically alone, really meant a lot to me. And I hope I was able to share some of that with you too. I feel like 2020, I remember it being really, really bumpy. There was like... because I had never really arranged anything like this before. I got to participate in helping Yums prepare Kagezine in 2019, and I got to help manage Kage Bros, which is a big Kage Bro server, but arranging events was something that I never really considered until, well, I saw SawCon, Stuck at Home Con, the Homestuck Stay at Home convention, and I was like, yo, I could do that. I want to do that. And so in May, I DM'd some of my friends, less than like 10 people. I was like, hey, so like, what if hypothetically I wanted to throw a online Kagapro convention? And so from May to June and July, 3 to 4 months, I put together the first ever DazeCon, and all I had was like a laptop. No, all I had was my iPad that I drew all the graphics on, and then like I used like a laptop and a little microphone to record the opening ceremonies and draw for my panel that I ended up arriving 1 hour late for because I misread the schedule that I wrote myself. And now, well, I'm glad that it's a lot more refined now, because I know while the first year was very fun, very novel, there was like definitely a lot of technical problems on my end that we were able to refine, and now DazeCon is a little less scuffed, you know? Hopefully, like, a lot, well, Discord's stage VCs this year was very weird. Apparently, people were having a lot of audio problems with the stage VCs and such. I heard it with well, everyone that was part of the listening party got to hear it. Apparently, that was a thing with Ota's panel and with Sean and Lounge's panel as well. And so I can only imagine it affected other people's panels. So Discord is being a little quirky for our last year, but you know, we deal. You roll with the punches. A lot of people are asking, hey, why is 2025 like the last DazeCon ever? And well, to be honest, like, if money wasn't a problem, I would like happily keep organizing DazeCon like forever, because it's really fun. But it's also like, it's really tiring. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but partially that's my fault. Because, like I said, in 2020, I was very selective about who I worked with and who I let in, because I didn't really know, like, who I could really trust and, like, collaborate with. I didn't really know a lot of the Kaggle Pro fandom yet. I wasn't sure, like, how open and receptive people would be to the idea of having DazeCon, how they would feel about working with someone like me. And so that's why the first team in 2020, it was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was roughly 10 people, maybe less. And although I've tried to get better at this, clearly we have a much larger team, lots more mods, more organizers. I've been a lot more like open-minded and accepting of many different panels, stuff that I was initially very wary of at first. There's still a lot that I need to work on, because there's still a lot that I put on myself as an organizer. I see a lot of nice compliments. People are like, wow, the DazeCon social media team really popped off this year. I'm like, yeah, the team, yeah, that's me. A lot of the organizing and stuff, I kind of ended up doing myself, and I really didn't have to. If DazeCon were something I would like to bring back, and to be honest, it would be a nice idea if I figured out how to dish out responsibilities more. I would definitely do something like that. I would divide up social media tasks, organizing the panelists, Artist Alley. But the issue is that, like, man, organizing all that is so much fun. I love, like, sending out emails and contacting people. I love going online and, like, seeing everything that people say about it and sharing their memories. I mean, at first, of course, not everything was nice. Especially 2020, there was a lot of not-so-pleasant things said regarding me and DazeCon. But, you know, it was a very scuffed convention. There was a lot of things to not be happy about, so I try to take that in stride and improve DazeCon because, whew, yeah, it was very rough at first. So, I feel like the thing is, I do have that help, though, when it comes to, like, organizing stuff. I am surrounded by such a wonderful team of mods and staff who are more than willing to, like, lend me a hand, and, like, they're willing to help me with organizing things, with handling moderation, and there really was no reason for me to stretch myself thin like I did those first few years. And still now, but, you know, to a lesser degree. Perhaps it's just the control freak in me that just needs to relax and, like, chill out. But yeah, of course, the social media stuff would not be possible without our incredible Artist Alley. Because gosh, 15 days of back-to-back bangers from different artists who put their hearts into making such wonderful countdown art that everyone could look forward to, that generated hype and helped promote DazeCon. Like, man, it was a really cool tradition. Everyone that's part of DazeCon really helped contribute to something that everyone looked forward to every year. Even if it was, like, a lot of work organizing this convention, even if it was, especially like last night, a lot of hourless, sleepless nights of just me, like, poring over technical perms and emails and making sure I didn't accidentally send the wrong email to 5 people. I'm very messy. That's why I have to double check a lot of things. And even then I mess up. That's why my team's here, though. They're here to, like, look out for me. They're here to make sure everything works smoothly. Oh man, especially with moderation, I got scared. I got scared this year because, wow, we got like 1,000, more than 1,000 members in the server this year. I think that's the highest we've ever had. I don't remember the exact numbers for the first DaysCon in 2020, but it was pretty high. I think it was the second to highest, but not as much as this year. So, you know, I was worried. There was a lot of things I was worried about, but I should have, you know, had more faith in the mod team and also in our attendees. People in DazeCon, our attendees, we've never really had a problem with them, actually. Everyone's been so kind, everyone's been so friendly, everyone's been so warm and enthusiastic, and you can tell that everyone here either really loves Kaggle Pro or just really enjoys like the presence and community that Kaggle Pro offers and provides, because wow, everyone here's been really cool. You guys are really cool. People who have been here for years or just newcomers who have been here for the first time ever, everyone's been so nice, and it's awesome. So like, wow, thanks. You guys made DazeCon so cool. Maybe me and my team put it together, but like, really it would not be nearly half as wonderful without you guys in it. Yeah. So like, thanks, I think, is what I'm trying to say. I hope my lore dump was able to provide more context as to why DazeCon is the way it is, or was, in previous years. Yay! Yeah. There's a surprising amount of people who, like, don't know anything about Kaggle Pro when they join. I guess they just got dragged in by someone, or maybe they misclicked. But I hope they had fun too! I hope, you know, it was fun, at least. I hear the atmosphere and the vibes are like, yay, pretty awesome. Even if you don't know what's going on, you're like, oh, this is fun. This is cool. Hey, I can get jiggy with this. But yeah, thanks guys. You're all so cool. Thank you for making DazeCon cool. DazeCon's been such a big part of, I guess you could say it's a big part of my life. It's been 5 years, and I'm 25, so that's like a fifth of my life dedicated to DazeCon, which is crazy. And to be honest, I'm quite hesitant to leave it behind because I don't really know what to do afterwards. I guess like Remind Blue and Summertime Record, I feel like it's time for me to try and like grow up and move on myself. Not to say I'm going to leave DazeCon and Kaggle Pro and everyone behind, but like, I think I need to put all my time and energy and effort into something else, maybe. Into more of myself. And, you know, try to bring the skills and things that I've learned in DazeCon to maybe, I don't know, Kaggle Pro retirement? I don't know, a degree? A job? Shrug. Yeah, but thanks guys, it's been really fun. Yes. You
know. Wow, it's real. You know, it'd be a okay. All right. Anyway, ignoring that, you know, it'd be a little bit of a shame to close off the closing ceremony of the final DaysCon without having the people in chat ask you, the person in charge of hosting, organizing the entire event, some questions. You know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
so
I've been doing
let's
yapping,
take the time.
yeah.
Yeah, let's take the time to ask our dear old Danny Opal,
That's me.
CEO of DaysCon,
Sure.
some questions.
I know some people had lots of questions about DaysCon and running DaysCon and whatnot, and I don't know. This is probably the last time I'll really be able to talk about this, or like really get into depth before I go into the mines that is being a full-time college student. So like, if you have any questions for me, I'd like to answer them before the end of these closing ceremonies, but not for too long, because I know there are plenty of people who've been putting off going to sleep because they want to be here. Aha! Who would do that?
So I'll look for questions because you've been busy. I imagine you've been busy managing. So let me fetch the questions for you. Mari's Gaming and Music asks, what got you into Kaggle Pro? What started this entire journey for you?
middle school, my real IRL best friend, Rio, we were on the lunch table. I think it was early morning. They showed me their iPhone, and he was like, yo, check this out. Konoha's State of the World. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That's cool. I listen to it. It's cool. I move on with my life. Summer comes around. He's like, yo, you want to like run a Tumblr role-playing blog with me where I write as Haruka and you write as Ayano? I'm like, okay. And then, I guess I just got into Kagepro through the Tumblr role-playing community, and I still know a lot of those guys, actually. Like, I still see them around, we still talk. Shout out to, the 2014, 2016, 17 Tumblr scene where people wrote as Kagepro characters. You're real as fuck. Yay! Yeah.
S-Gems asks... Oh, whoops. What are some of your favorite DazeCon moments over the years?
Man. I think my favorite part has to be enjoying the listening parties with everyone. And, one of my favorite things is reading the feedback forms that I have attendees fill out at the end of every DazeCon. I love seeing, what people have to say. They always have such sentimental and thoughtful things about their experiences, and you know, not all of it is pleasant. There's a lot that, you know, some harsh truths in there, some room for improvement, but it's really important, and I really appreciate that. It's really, I don't know, I just like hearing back from everyone. I like seeing that people had fun, I like seeing what they took away from it, I like seeing that people are like, wow, that's so awesome, I love DazeCon. I'm like, really? That's so cool. You know what? Maybe I can do it another year. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, and also hearing what the panelists and artists have to say. When they enjoy themselves, when they're able to like walk away from DazeCon being like, wow, I'm really glad I got to be a part of that. That's so awesome. I hope they're able to take away something from this. I feel like I don't know, some people are like, man, I feel so honored to be part of DazeCon, but I'm like, no, I feel like DazeCon should be honored to have you on board, to be able to feature your art in your panels. Like, it's such a cool thing to be able to showcase the talents and like projects of others and like give them a platform and be able to like show a bunch of people who are genuinely curious and interested in Kagepro about their fan projects that would probably otherwise be maybe not necessarily swept under the rug, but like maybe not get as much attention because, you know, the algorithm, the internet's a big place, and Kagepro fans are just spread out far and wide. So like, I don't know. I like that people can get a win-win out of DazeCon for having fun and maybe getting something out of it, and yeah. Thumbs up. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
Oh, I was gonna read the next question. This one's a fun one. What's your favorite song?
I like Remind Blue. It's my favorite.
That's a very good pick.
Yes.
Very solid pick. Question by... If you have asked similar questions to this one, so I'll combine all of them into this one. How are you guys so cool and awesome? This one has 4 exclamation question marks emojis.
If my VTuber model had the opportunity to like flip my hair, I would gladly do it.
Here, I got you. That was your hair.
Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
I think I'm only half as great as the people that I surround myself with, be it the mods and the staff and panelists and artists and even the attendees. I don't know. DazeCon and I myself, I feel like wouldn't be half the event or the person I am without being surrounded by such cool and talented people. So like, I guess that's how. Wow, I'd like to thank my friends and family and the Academy for being so cool that maybe I kind of soaked in some of that coolness myself.
There's a question here by Azami Medusa that asks, have you found time to enjoy the con itself while you're running it?
Yes. especially like the first few
Looks at you.
years. This year was a little different because I don't know, this year was a little rough on the technical end and preparation. I didn't sleep well last night, and it really like, throughout DazeCon today, I was like, oh my god, bro. I was really tired, but I'm glad this year went well anyway. I was struggling to stay awake for a good portion, and then like my PC suddenly shut down because it overheated in the middle of the con, and I'm like, oh my god, oh no, how am I gonna do the closing ceremonies like this? But it's okay. I left it alone enough that it cooled off, and as you can tell, it's functioning so far. I hope I didn't jinx it. Hehe.
I'm knocking on wood for you. That as you know, that destroys all jinxes.
But I don't know. The listening party was really fun. It's always really fun. I feel bad about how scuffed the audio was as a result, but I hope people were still able to have fun. Haha.
Let's see. So Marga asks, will the server still be there after the closing ceremony? And there's another question I think that you could follow up with, would be by energy drinked thing. Will there be any Kage Bros events in the future? Like, I guess stuff regarding to the future of events and things after DaysCon.
Kage Bros. Oh well, first question before I get ahead of myself. Yes, this server will still be up. To be honest, I'm thinking of, I don't know, maybe it won't be used for DaysCon for a long time, but maybe it'd be a fun way to showcase fandom, fan projects and stuff. To be able to, like, I don't know, if people like wanted to promote their own fan projects, maybe DaysCon, with how big it is, would be like a cool way to like, oh yeah, guys, look at this. This is a cool Kage Pro thing. Maybe you guys can chip in. Maybe you guys can help out. Participate if you really wanna. I've thought about maybe using the server like that, but otherwise it's just gonna be an archive that's like hardly ever really touched unless there's more DaysCon news. And
maybe it'll be its own ball pit that you could
they just fill it with rubber balls. Wow. Also, Kage Bros does host events. Not like DaysCon, but every year we host yearly events and monthly events. We host Kageroki every month, or at least we try to. On Valentine's Day, I open this thing. I host a server-wide, like, anonymous inbox where people send each other like anonymous mail that's always really nice and lovely and friendly. It's like the opposite of hate mail. You wake up and you're like, oh wow, a bunch of nice letters just for me. I try to host Secret Santas in Kage Bros. I haven't been able to do it for the past year or so because I've been really burnt out. But yeah, stuff like that. I used to host more like events with Kage Bros before I got really tired with other things, but it's something I'd still like to do. I love hosting events! It's so awesome! Oh yeah, if you don't know, Kage Bros is the main Kage Pro server that I'm a part of. I own it alongside Yums, and we run it, and it's pretty swag. Kage Pro Slides night again, please? That would be fun. That'd be fun. Yeah, so I don't know, expect more Kage Bros events in the future if I can muster the strength. Smiles, big and wide. Can you join Kage Bros? Yes. If someone could share the link for me in chat, that would be so awesome. Because I cannot.
But as Danny says, you have to be wearing the Dayscon 2025 badge, or else. I've been watching all of you. Anyway, KOI asks, other than Dayscon, is there anything you're really passionate about? This is less about Dayscon itself and more about you. Like, outside of Dayscon, what do you enjoy? What do you immerse yourself in?
That's a good question. Maybe I can get back to when I figure that out for myself. Cause at the moment, I'm like, damn. Wow. I'm gonna be like an empty nester.
Running.
I'm gonna be an empty nester.
Running this
oh my
so
god.
Much.
Dayscon's off to college now. Who am I? Who am I? What am I gonna do now? Who am I?
speaking of college, I'm a genius. Someone says, I'm trying to find it, but they basically wish you good luck in your studies.
Aw, thank you.
And also, if you are comfortable talking about it, what will you be pursuing in studies?
I'ma be real IDK. It would be cool if maybe I could use my...
There we go.
Euphemy.
Eupheme says, good luck in school. Eupheme. Sorry. Eupheme
Bruh.
says, good luck in school. What do you plan to study?
Yeah, IDK. I'd like to do stuff like DaysCon though. I'd love to coordinate more events like this, maybe professionally. Though to be honest, I have no idea where to start with that. If anyone has any cool tips and tricks about how to do this for a living or some shit, let me know! It would be cool! Smiles, thank you.
Suki says, as a fellow Kage Pro retiree, what other media do you like or plan on making stuff for? Question mark, question mark.
I want to dabble in more Homestuck stuff. Nearly half the stuff that I do...
How am I not surprised?
All the stuff that I've done for Kage Pro would not exist without Homestuck. Remember that Kage Pro podcast I had years ago in like 2018 to 2019? That was inspired by a Homestuck podcast. This DazeCon Kage Pro convention, it was inspired by a Homestuck Kage Pro convention. You know that Zine Fest we're hosting for Kage Pro? Guess what? Inspired by the Homestuck fandom. Like, damn!
Let me guess.
Like, Homestuck really has, like, such an awesome community, an awesome fandom, and, like, man, that's why I feel, like, so motivated to, like, bring that to Kage Pro, because I feel like Kage Pro can, like, as a fandom, could really benefit from all these cool events. And you know, recently, I've been seeing a really big upsurge in Kage Pro fan projects, and it's like really awesome. And why is Karamatsu boys and girls in my chat? I didn't even bring his name up. Why is he here? But yes, it's really cool. Shout out to Homestuck. I lost my train of thought. Karamatsu scared me. What was I saying?
Question from Karamatsu, why did you leave me?
What?
We used to have something.
What?
Oh, this is being sent to me directly through DMs. It's like, oh, we used to have something. Why did you stop talking about our dynamic?
What?
Wait, what was this talking about?
What? What?
Explain?
Huh? What? What?
I'm gonna block him. Alright, get out of here. Anyway. So...
I'm scared.
It's okay, he's gone. For now. See, I saw some questions asking, partially related to the future of DazeCon. I'm gonna paraphrase this question. I can't look for it because it's a lot. Basically asked that, would you ever return to an event like this, or something smaller that isn't DazeCon, but something, you know, to run again in the future potentially? And another one that also asks in a similar ballpark is, would you ever consider having like people run their own little events?
I mean, I feel like people are kind of already doing that, right? I remember when Kage was the only Kage Pro zine in town. Back in my day, if you wanted a Kage Pro zine, you had to climb up 5 miles in the snow to get Kage Taro and wait till the next zine showed up. But now there's like so many different zines. There's Mekaku zine, the monthly digital Kage Pro zine. I was hoping with like Days Fest, it would open up more opportunities for people to realize like, oh wow, I can make my own zines actually. I can make my own Kage Pro zines and organize them myself. So like, I don't know, maybe we'll see more of that. And I feel like maybe that would extend to DaysCon as well. Because I mean, people already have their own Kage Pro servers. Who's to say they can't have their own Kage Pro events and like, you know, organizations and celebrations just like this? I think it'd be cool. Though I guess I was like like Days Reanimate, I would prefer if maybe you didn't use DazeCon as the name if you're going to do your own thing. I think I would like DaysCon to be self-contained, the 2020 to 2025, or whenever I do, if I ever bring it back, because, I don't know, I feel like I'm like Miyazaki. I'm like, alright, this is the last year, guys, and then I come back, I'm like, actually, we'll see though. We'll see. And, sorry, did I answer your questions? I sure hope I did. I feel like I went on a tangent there.
I think you did like touch across the question more or less. I'd say that that's a satisfactory response.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this is one that...
Oh, but yes, I would like to host more Kagero stuff in the future. Damn, sorry, are you guys not getting the DaysCon Kagero link? Because of the bot? My bad, y'all. Let me pull it up. My Autobot's just too good. Stretch. So, like, I don't know. I mean, in the future, like, throughout this con, like, in the back of my head, I've had this itch to, like, create application forms for, like, hi, would you be interested in, like, I don't know, maybe organizing for the artist alley? Maybe, like, coordinating with panelists? Maybe being on the social media team that I wish that I had? You know, like, dividing up the labor, so, like, if I were to keep DaysCon going, it would not nearly be as much of a strain as it has been for the past 5 years. So, like, stuff like that. It's definitely stuff that I'm thinking about, but it's more like a fantasy right now. Right now, I just need to take a break. And by take a break, I mean chill for the 10 days that I have between DaysCon and becoming a full-time student, because that starts on the 25th of August, baby! So I have 10 days to just chill out before I'm thrown back into the mines.
This is a really quick question by Geely, or if I want to pronounce how it's spelled, like Melee, Jailer. What's your favorite fruit? Lemon emoji.
I've been really into watermelon lately. Apples are good. I like strawberries.
You've tossed mangoes aside.
I love mangoes too. It's just, you know, I've been in a watermelon phase lately.
Is it summertime right now, seasons wise? I don't get seasons, right?
It is summertime.
It's summertime. Perfect season for watermelon. All of you who can eat watermelon, go get some.
Yes.
CEO told you so. Oh, there's this one that's a really big one. That's asked a few times. Thanks for sending us again. Also by another Mari's Gaming Music. What does Kage Pro mean to you? And and what made it stick more than most other things? This was a question that was discussed in a panel that I was actually meaning to ask you. So I'm gonna like hijack this question. To you, Danny Opal, CEO of DaysCon.
Sure.
What is Kagura Project? And
it's peak fiction. And also I don't know. Kagura Pro is, when I look back at it lately, when I think of Kagura Pro, I think more about the community that I fostered and the projects that I'm in. I think about the people associated with Kagura Pro rather than Kagura Pro itself. Though I do love Kagura Pro. Ayano, as you know, is my favorite. Very awesome, very cool. No, I mean, I know, it's kind of hard to tell who my favorite character is. I know, like, sometimes people think it might be Seto or, like, Mary, even though it's Ayano. I know, guys, I know. Shocker, but yeah. Yeah, Kagura Pro's good. The music, awesome. I love multimedia series. I love non-chronological storytelling. And I think most of all, I've just really grown to love the community. It's awesome. And that's what Kagepro means to me, I guess, because I mean, thematically, like down to its core, Kagepro is about like, despite being, I don't know, it's a weird dichotomy between being alone and not being alone, finding people that you can connect with and be part of like a group or friends, a family with. And I guess that's kind of what I found with Kagepro and like Kage Bros and DazeCon, and it's like, it's pretty great. Yeah. My Tomodachi by Nakama. That's
Speaking
it.
of the friends you met along the way in the series, I'm trying to hear. Wilbram asked, if you could make any Kagepro character real, which one would you bring into our world? It's really,
What?
really funny to think about. Yeah, if you could bring them from fiction to our reality, who
Tono.
would you subject to that? Tono? Alright, yeah.
Tono
good choice. You
time.
would subject Tono to-
Yay!
So true. Doodlebee says, what suggestions do you have for those who want to make their own online convention?
Ooh, okay guys, alright. So you wanna, I really considered making this a panel. Like, so you wanna make your own online convention. I really considered it, but I did not have time. This is like the closest thing we can get to it.
Alright, all of you sit down.
Pull out
Classes
your
in
pens
session.
and papers. If you wanna make your own DaysCon, your own online convention, I hope you like Google Forms and Google Sheets and emails. I hope you have a team, because you can do it yourself. But I don't recommend it. It's very bad, and you will slip up a lot and miss a lot of things. A moderation team is essential, because without them, your convention will fall apart. And you need a team to deal with, to help you decide on big decisions, like, who to invite to your artist alley, or if this panel that someone's applying with is a good idea or not. Just feedback and such. It's just good. I don't know. Find a good team that you can trust and rely on, and spitball from there. And sorry, I'm really bad at giving general advice. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Really reach out to people. I know there's like that one guy that you were thinking like, nah, I shouldn't just cold message them. I shouldn't just send them an email. There's no way they'll reply. But like, you never know. You might as well shoot your shot. Ask people around you for help. Let them know that you want to work with them or collaborate with them and get to know them better. You never know, like, you might be pleasantly surprised at like what people are receptive with or like willing to try out. And I don't know. People are cooler than you think, I think. At least for me, people are cooler than I think. Sometimes there are some uncool people, but like, that's just how it is. Don't assume everyone else is the same way, I guess. Wow. I
Diana
barely
M.
answered that
asks-
question.
Okay. Diana M asks, is this Ayano model something prepared specifically for DaysCon, or do you do streaming elsewhere with it?
I linked it in the
stream
description
elsewhere.
below, actually, at the bottom. I linked the Twitter of the artist who created this model. It's actually a customizable model. This is a model that I usually use for my own, my own streaming purposes. And, well, I mean, it's nice. It was very customizable to the point where, like, I could just, like... See, like, I could change back to, like, the base model. There's a lot of different arts, hairstyles, and, like, accessories that you can put. And you can recolor the files itself. And, turn it into someone else. And I turned it into Ayano. Wow! But I also use it to stream as myself, as Danny Opal. So, yeah. You can see their link in the description below. Sakuraimon at twitter.com. I love your art. Smiles. Yay!
This is an interesting question. There's two, I see. One is by Hi. HI. What would you have wanted from Kage Pro 9? Or 9, yeah, 9. I don't know how to say that one. But the unreleased. Like, what would you have personally wanted from that?
I want to see what Jin has in mind. I want to see what Jin's full vision with Kage Pro is that he's been so deprived of for so long. Because personally, I think I'd be okay with anything. Kage Pro's been going around for so long that, like, I feel like I'm in it for the ride at this point. I don't know. I think I'd just be happy to see something new, and to know that Jin finally can do stuff with Kage Pro. I'll take it. As long as Jin is, like, actually able to make what he wants, I'd be happy.
On the topic of Jin, actually, Bombboy2121 asks, have you tried contacting Jin for DazeCon?
Oh, I have. And I have contacted Sidu at some point. But seeing that this is a fan convention, Sidu felt like it. Well, actually, should I be saying this? Basically, I have contacted them, and well, as you can tell, they didn't appear at DazeCon 2025. But I think that's okay because I mean, we are primarily a fan convention that's in the West, so like, I don't know, it'd be a little weird. I don't even know if Jin has a Discord, and if he did, I mean, I feel like the Discord would probably be quite overwhelming. I don't know. But yeah, I've made attempts to reach out.
Jin has survived the onslaught of work, I think. I think Discord will be nothing to him. Personally. I think he'd win. Let's see. I see one more that asks from Vorgan. What was it like doing working on merch for DazeCon and Kagezi? I know you work on a lot of merch.
Merch is fun. A lot of Kagezine. I can't really talk about Kagezine without talking about Yums, because Yums manages a lot of the administration for it, like the finances, the emails, the professional side of things that I feel like I'm a lot more sloppy with, not as refined with. In fact, the recent batch that we did with Kagetero, there was a lot of cool merch with that, right? But initially I was kind of like on the fence about it. I wasn't sure if we would like make our stretch goals, if people would want it, but Yums encouraged us to take the leap, and it really worked out. Like, I don't know. Working with merch is one thing. I think it's really fun designing it. It's another kind of hellish mention to like a hellish journey to find a good manufacturer and then deal with shipping and then, you know, shipping and handling, making sure it gets to your clients and such. But it's fun when you have a team with you. When it comes to Kagezine, I'm very open to... Man, I'm sorry, I'm like flopping around with my words. I like making merch. I like making merch and selling merch with my friends. I think it's cool. Smiles. Doing it by myself is kind of scary. Well, not scary, it's kind of just tiring. But at least with my friends, it's a lot more enjoyable. Yes. And working with Yums definitely makes producing merch and zines and stuff to be very enjoyable. DazeCon merch is something that I've been wanting to make for a long time. I was able to finally make merch because I found a good medium for it. It's kind of like, I guess you could say it's like the Redbubble of like, that makes it sound so cheap. Here, let me find the thing. I was contacted by this company called Fourth Wall, which is what our shop is based off of, and it's like, oh wow. Basically, they give you this nice storefront, and you pretty much put your designs in, and then they take care of like manufacturing and shipping and customer service. I'm like, wow, this is perfect for DazeCon. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to make merch that people can buy. That being said, that means I don't really get the a lot of the profits, but people get to have really awesome physical merch, and you know, it'll be of good quality, and they'll be in good hands. Better hands than me, because I'll be busy with school, so it's a win-win for me. Here, if you want to check out Fourth Wall for yourself, because I feel like if you want to make your own clothes and stuff and not deal with that, you can do this. Here. It's a referral link. Wink.
I think it's been more than like 30 minutes of like answering questions, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Well.
Do you feel satisfied with DaysCon this year? That's a question from me.
I think so. It's been fun. There's still stuff I would like to do. I still have some ambitious, like, plans in the future. It'd be cool to bring to life with Kagepro, because Kagepro is like my sandbox. I made my first zine with Kagepro. I've made my first conventions, my first game zine jams with Kagepro, making my first visual novel with well, no, that's not true. I made other visual novels, but like a real collaborative game with Kagepro. I feel like when it comes to Kagepro, it feels like such a safe space for me to just experiment with that I could really do anything, be it like a podcast or anything. So there's like definitely a lot of things I'd like to do with Kagepro, and with DazeCon maybe in the future. We never did get to like do anything close to like a physical pop-up store, like pop-up shop or actual convention, but maybe something smaller. I don't know. It could be cool. It could be fun. But yeah, for what it's worth, for what it is now, I feel like we've done a lot this year. I feel like I might have stretched myself a little thin too. Organizing a DazeCon zine, organizing a zine fest, having our biggest artist alley yet, and our biggest like schedule. I don't think we've had this many panelists ever. Like the most panelists we've had in the previous year was like 9. And now we have much more than 9 this year, and it's awesome. It's our biggest Kagepro yet. It's our biggest DazeCon yet, and I think it really shows. And yeah, I'm proud of what we've accomplished this year. 2025, so swag, so cool, so awesome. Great work, team!
Good job, team.
Yeah!
Also, I feel like this is a spot to mention this. One more question tacked on by Gabrielle. Also, there's a Kagepro visual novel, ?
Oh my gosh, yes! Yeah. It's been in the works since 2022 that I've been working on and off with because I get really busy with other stuff. It's called Tomodachi Dan! It's a visual novel where you get to befriend the members of the Megakushi Dan. And it's been in the works for a long time, but I want to really get it done. If I get it done, I mean like get it completely done by August 15th next year. I've recently reopened writing applications for it, because some positions have opened up because it's been a few years, circumstances have changed, and yeah, I can post about it in DazeCon at some point. Or you can join Kagebros where I can post about it, or you can follow my socials where I'll post about it. But yeah, it's not a dating sim, it's a friend sim. You get to befriend every member of the Megakushi Dan, because I remember Jin saying something along the lines of like, yeah, the Megakushi Dan would be your friends. I'm like, that's so awesome. But I want to actually see that though. I think it'd be cool. So, yeah.
Related to this, there's a question from I'm going to keep them anonymous. Will there be a cutscene where you push Shintaro into mud in Tomodachi Dan? If not, can you please add that in?
You're gonna have to ask Yums, because Yums is the writer for Shintaro, and I don't know, I don't think that was in... Oh, I'm not gonna tell you what was in the script. You have to talk about that with Yums. It's not up to me.
Well, Yums saw an anonymous person wants Shintaro to be pushed in the mud, so like, you know, some stuff to really chew on and think about.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
That's awesome.
but yeah, you've done a lot, and on behalf of everyone, this disembodied voice would like to thank you for all your hard work for DazeCon.
Yay!
I'm sure everyone feels the same.
Yeah.
Everyone, she can't hear this, but like, give a round of applause to our CEO of DazeCon.
Woo! I'll hear that. Yoon's like, I'll think about it. So that's not a no. Okay. Wait, let me bring up Tomodachi Dan's page. Maybe this will be... If you're curious about Tomodachi Dan, I will put the link in chat. So there's some very cool people working on it. And you could be one of those cool people working on it, too, if you wanna. Smiles. Haha.
The Shintaro Mud Route will be a limited time DLC.
Don't put words in our mouths. Don't, no. Alright. Thank you guys. This is the longest closing ceremonies, or like any ceremonies we've had thus far. I actually have no idea how long it's been. It's been almost an hour.
It's been a
Whoa!
while.
Holy cow.
Sorry
guys for keeping you up. Sorry. I had a lot of fun answering these questions though.
And a lot, yeah, there's been a lot asked, a lot said. And Danny, you said that there were some ambitious things that you never got to do for DazeCon. And, well, for this year's DazeCon, the final one. I remember after the listening party, I'm sure as all of you do, that there was a song after Days that was played. But that seems to be missing this year.
Yeah.
So I ask all of you, let's sit for a while longer. Let's look at the sky. And take in the view.
The sights.
On our final night here on DaysCon.
Let's.
And to you, Danny, I extend one more ambitious feat to close off DaysCon 2025, the finale.
Thank you, everyone, for being part of these wonderful 5 years. We have one last little surprise for you. Just one more. Oh, also, thank you, Oda, for providing the background music for this closing ceremonies. You're the best.
Oda, get some rest.
But yes. Just a moment. everyone for joining us for I'm quiet. For the one last DaysCon. Much love. Yay! Yippee! Yay!
It's been such a long time, hasn't it?
Yes. Thanks for putting up with the scuff. Bye bye.